Can you hear me now, Carrie? I'm going to turn my volume up. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Carrie? Awesome. Hey, Carrie, thank you very much for letting me know. I hate it when that happens. All the lights were off. Oh, now I see the microphone is blinking. So it would appear that the microphone was out of juice. So I just unplugged the microphone. So I am working on, now that you can hear me, right now I'm just making a little makeshift glue board because I'm working on a freebie digital kit from Line Dot Arrow, Nathalie, and she provided a 5-page freebie. And so it's these 2 sheets that made the cover, a couple sheets of ephemera, and then 1 sheet of background that looked like a full sheet of something like that. Yep, and you saved me, Carrie. Thank you. Okay, so I've got a lot of inking to do. That's why I put together that makeshift ink board. And I'll just show you. Yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh, if you have never been to, let's see, let me try and remember them all. Sweet Pea Paper, Junk Journal Tutorials and More, Line Dot Arrow, it's 3. Sweet Pea Papers. Oh, and then the new group, which I think is called Junk Journal Papers. And then there's another group, 1 or 2 other groups, like Two Sister Jam and Savage something, that all participate in collaborations. And often each group will have their own set of freebies. And there's so much you can do with free digitals. It's amazing. I will often go to the artists who created the free digitals and buy their kit too, because, for instance, Nathalie is really inexpensive. Her kits, and when she's doing collaborations, yes, they're all Facebook groups. In fact, I will try to remember to put the links to all of them in the description when I'm done with this video. Feel free to yell at me in the comments later on if I forget. Anyways, see how this little piece here is so small? You just put it right up against the ink board. And that helps to be able to lay some ink down on them. Well, Nathalie is Line Dot Arrow, and she has an Etsy shop. She might also have her freebies on Ko-fi, K-O-F-I. It would be worth it to go take a look. So, Carrie, have you been to my YouTube channel before? Or are you new? Oh, thanks. That's awesome. I have some freebies in there. And then I have some real inexpensive ephemera in there. I don't try to make money off of stuff. I just try to recoup some of my investment. And the thing is like when you buy stuff off of Amazon, sometimes you get like 200 of something. And I'm like, I am never going to use all that. Oh, very good. Thank you. Oh, okay, Carrie. I caught up to what you're saying now. What kind of junk journaling do you like to do, Carrie? So then I'll show you, like, on these little tiny pieces, this ink board really comes in handy. Especially if you've got sore hands, like from arthritis or something like that. I'm still feeling a lot of pressure on my thumb right there. But if I were to try to do something like that without the ink board, it's harder because I'm feeling pressure in my finger there and on my thumb there. That makes it uncomfortable. Also, for me, it comes in handy more with my tremors. So using the ink board gives me more to hold on to so that my tremors behave a little bit more. Oh, you do commission journals. Congratulations, that is cool. How exciting is that for you? Anyways, I'm not gonna ink all of those because that would be boring. But I just wanted to show you that, and I'm looking for my lid. And so I did want to say for this journal, let me get my sewing stuff out. This is my needle book. Oh, how fun. I've done, let's see, two or three baby books. I know I've done two. I think that's all. Two baby boy baby books. One for a client and one for my son's ex-wife had a baby with her new partner. But she has my grandson, so I see her frequently still because my grandson lives with her. So in the past, I mostly text her and called my grandson on the phone because of distance issues. So when I saw her, we took her and her new partner out to dinner. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're about to pop. Thank you. And so I quickly put together a baby book for her. Okay, so let's get our center here. And our clips. Not really sure how to do this because of the way the binding is. So I think I'm just going to line it up like that, flat. And I knew I was prematurely putting that flower on the front, but I couldn't resist. So I'll just clip this one down here. Turn my volume up. Okay. Can you hear me now? I think that will work. Okay. So I'm just going to do 2 holes for this one. I'm going to do one. She made it look much easier. It's hard because there's this fold and this fold, so this is flat here instead of into one fold. So this is harder. I feel like I'm whining. All right, the holes are in. Whether I did a good job or not, they are in. I'm only going to do 2 strands. Yeah, my needle book was done with a beautiful old piece of tapestry from Roxy Creations in Italy. So I ordered one of her fabric packs, and then a beautiful scrapbook paper, and I think this is from Stamperia. And then I just took some old Italian book paper because I like the texture on there, and then I just took a letter stamp that I have and stamped the word needles on there. And then there's a piece of stretch lace underneath there. I love it. Use some felt that I had hanging out. Yes, my thread is waxed. Yeah, I bought a pack that had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. And they're all waxed. Thank you. I think I'm just going to have to take this apart and do it, go through one page at a time. Not an easy thing with these silly trimmers. Okay, I gotta do something. So I bought this glove, and it kind of helps settle my hand down because it's a weighted glove. So I'm gonna put this on because I'm struggling a bit here. I don't know where I put the hole at. It's this old paper that's making it difficult, because there's like several holes here. I think I found it. And then I got to be real careful to not break this fragile vintage paper. I've got something from a German book, something from a Heidi book, some ledger paper, something from a French book, I think. Sorry if I'm out of frame. I'm struggling quite a bit. Two more. I'm about to lose my other end. Let's get this back in frame. So Carrie is, I'm gonna try and remember to write myself a note to put a link in. I got this string set off of Amazon, and I'll try to remember to put a link in the description in case you want to go take a look, because you said you were interested in these colors. Oh my gosh, I tamed the beast. Now, let's pray that all the pages are right side up. Now, I'm not worried about it being real perfect because I'm using all vintage pages in here. It looks like they're all right side up. Hallelujah. Yes. Yay. Not perfect, but yay. Whew. Now I can breathe. So for those of you who are watching, Carrie, the paper monkey, who has told me that she does commission journals, has been chatting away to me. And if you'd like to chat, you're more than welcome to join us. All right, so let's think about what we might want to do for ephemera. First of all, we have, let's see, we have some pockets. I did 2 of each page of ephemera. So Carrie, do you have an active YouTube channel that you do videos? I'm happy for anybody who does videos and has a YouTube channel for you to mention that in the comments. It's not like it would be a competition thing because I'm a hobbyist and I do try to sell some stuff, like some of my journals, because goodness gracious, I don't have any place to put them all. I can't keep all of my ephemera and all of my journals. Oh, cool. Carrie says she does 2 to 3 videos a week. So it looks like her channel is Carrie the Paper Monkey, for anybody who might be interested in going and taking a look. And Carrie, you can put that in the comments too. Because I've looked and I don't think I see the chat on my videos after the fact, after they've been published, and I'm no longer live. If you're watching, please don't forget to hit the like button. That just helps others to find my videos. I don't always have the content that maybe everybody is looking for, but you never know. I might have a tip or trick here and there that you might want to add to your arsenal of junk journaling. Great. So go ahead and put that in the comments too, Carrie, so that it's it'll be there for all time, as long as my videos are up. So the comments of the video, not of the chat. I know, it's terrible. I always forget to hit the like too. In fact, I was watching Nathalie's video today, and she goes, da-da, blah, 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 you know, and I was ignoring most of it because I'd already thought I'd gotten all the information I wanted at that point. But then she was like, and please hit the like button. I went, oh, gee whiz, I forgot to do that. I'm going to ink up these pockets. I was watching Barbara with 49 Dragonflies and Louisa. They're talking about kicking off oh man, I haven't said it for a year. Defemember for 2024, and I did it last year and had a blast, so I'll be doing it again this year. I was playing with my new toy, my Cricut Joy Ultra. For those of you who don't know me, I'm full-time RV, and I live in a toy hauler. And so when we're parked, this is the garage is my office and craft room. And when we're traveling, it is the garage for our Harley-Davidson motorcycle. We're going to be leaving for a cross-country trip next, not tomorrow, but the Sunday after that. And we're going all the way to Maryland. And then we're going to come back through the bottom states. You are so welcome, Carrie, and you have a great day. And then we're going to, our destination will be Texas, and we're going to stay in Texas for the winter. I just love these blueberries. So I inked up the back of this, and I was thinking of taking a little piece of mica. Let me grab my mica. I'm not seeing it right off. Come on, where did I put it? I've rearranged everything, and so naturally I can't find it. Here it is. Okay. Hi, Diane. I have a client in Maryland. So this trip is about visiting 2 clients, one in Maryland and one in Indiana. And then I'm going to visit. Last time I was in Arizona. So this time the place that will be in Texas will be Ona, Alaska. My sister is in Italy, Texas, so I'll be visiting her. My husband's daughter is in Dallas, so we'll get to visit her. Yes, Yuma. And so for the cross-country trip, we're going to visit a cousin that I have in Ohio and a friend that I have from high school who is in Pennsylvania. And then we're also going to visit Vanessa Clemens of Clemens Crafting Corner. I always forget people's names. She's in Tennessee. I'm a bookkeeper. I'm a virtual bookkeeper. Ohio will be like around Zanesville, I think. I've got it written down somewhere. I've never been there before. I haven't been back to Ohio for a long time. I was actually born in Dayton, Ohio. And then at one point my father moved us all to Kirtland, Ohio, then Chardon, Ohio, and then I don't think I've been in the Geneva area. So he moved us from Chardon to Middlefield. And then the last location I lived in Ohio was Orwell, Ohio. And anybody who's familiar with those areas know that that's Amish country. So I'm just putting this little piece of mica for this window. I love using mica for windows now instead of vellum or acetate. I love mica. Okay, so that is going to go on there. And let's see. Yep. Yep, exactly. Ooh, this is about a perfect 1-inch circle. If I can quit shaking enough to do a good job of it. Come out of there. Come on. I need to get an empty pop can and try to sharpen this by cutting into a pop can. I just so happen to have a pop right here. I need to hold on to this and take care of it. Actually, I think my dad's house was in Windsor, now that I think of it. He lived back on an old country road, Montgomery Road, in Windsor, Ohio, I think. Dad died about, I don't know how long it's been now. I think it's been about 3 years. So I was fortunate enough to get to visit out there with my husband before he died. But so all my family that I have left, other than, you know, my kids and stuff, but extended family. Oh yeah, I've been to Ashtabula. I hate saying that word. My tongue just stumbles all over it. Let's see. I'm going to put down a piece of plastic because I just worked really hard in trying to clean my mat. I'm going to put a little bit of 3-in-1. So where are you living at now, Diane? I'm not real crazy about that. Just think about what I can do to make that better. maybe I'll put some nail polish on it. Ah, that's right. That's right. I've mailed you stuff before. That was a silly question. How do you like the area that you live in now? Oh wow, south of Geneva, Route 534. Man, I don't know why Geneva is not ringing a bell with me. Because it's on the other side of Windsor, isn't it? And Chardon is on the opposite side. Hi, Theresa Church. Diane's here chatting with me. Carrie was chatting, but she had to go. Diane and I are talking about Ohio. Oh my gosh, you like the cold. My husband doesn't like the cold. That's why we go to warmer climates in the winter. I didn't do too bad. I mean, I had to put long johns on and sleep with socks on. But I didn't do too bad with the cold. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that nail polish to dry, and then I'm gonna hole punch all three of these elements like that. And I'm gonna put a eyelet in, and I won't press it down very hard. Oh, you're going to Michigan for the winter. Isn't it cold in Michigan? I've been in Michigan. We went to, let's see, I think we went there for like some kind of Ford Museum or something, class field trip. That's an old memory. I'm having troubles pulling it up. And so then this will all swing. And this is kind of like a hidden, but not really a hidden writing spot. And I'm going to leave it like this so that, oh, some of my glue got on there. I think I'll case that in with, that's not really the word I want. I think I will, you know what? I think it would look better if I did this. I know I've got another piece. I think it would look better if I did this. And then, yeah. It won't look perfect maybe on this side, but then when this is all together and this twists out, then, oh, that's great. That's great, Theresa. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use thin glue. Oh boy. Sounds like you're going to have some fun holidays then with family. I do miss being around family for Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter. So this year will be around my sister and my husband's oldest daughter. He has 2 daughters, and he has 2 sons. One died when he was 16, and he's not close to the other son by choice of the other son. But his oldest son is like in his late 30s, I think, and he just has a grievance against my husband for something that happened when he was a child, and there was challenges with custody. He had to fight to be able to see his kid, and at some point he had to just throw his hands up in the air. And then he got to see the child when, you know, he was a man, and at that point his son had one of those entitlement attitudes that was enabled with my husband's previous wife. So, but my husband isn't an enabler. Well, he kind of enables me sometimes. Yep, it's very sad. I have some of the same issues on my side of the family with my kids. Divorce is not good, and I tried really hard to not get divorced, to suffer through, but hindsight now, I think that's what the problem was, is that I should have just gotten a divorce right away when there were grounds. Abusiveness, is that a word? Abusiveness. Anyways, if we could only teach others and have them learn by our experiences. I looked on Amazon and all I could find was the envelopes with that type of closure on them. I just want the closure pieces. Diane, let's see. I'm reading back further. Do you know where to get and what they are called, those steel round things that you figure 8th string with to close in oh, yeah. I think they're called security envelopes. Diane, sometimes you just need to know the right words to search by. I think it's called a security closure. And you just want the closure pieces. Yeah, right, Theresa. So they're like reinforcements with that go on an envelope, and then you put a brad on one side, a brad, and a piece of string or twine to do the figure 8 to close it. So the best I can say is try a security closure. Thanks, Diane. I took what you just said as a compliment. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, please. Okay, so I'm trying to line this up so that I get my hole punch where I want it. I better put a little punch in here first, because this is so small. I'm worried what this is going to do. Okay, so I need to open this first. I'm going to use the small hole, and this is so delicate. Let me think. Think. I need to have a little accommodation here for my tremors. So let's see what we can figure out. I want the small hole. Okay. And we're going to take these two, line those up the best I can, and we're going to use the big hole. And then we need let's see if I have a I don't need all these. Whoa. Yep, that tore, but let's see if we can make this work. I'm going to try not to press down real hard. So let's see if I was successful. Yep. This is all I care about moving. Good night, Theresa Church. Okay, you have a wonderful day and a good day at church. Take care. God bless you. Bye. So that's what I wanted that to do. Okay. Now, to me, when Natalie did hers, she left hers white on the inside, but I wanted to have, I don't like just plain white. So I figured that, you know, if you've got a dark enough pen, And then, like, this is kind of like a hidden writing spot, and you write a little note. It might even show through the window, and I thought that would be kind of cool. Even if, you know, your handwriting shows through the window. I thought that would be kind of cool. So there's that. And we're at an hour on this video, so I'm going to go ahead and finish inking this and wrapping this video up. Diane, it sure was great to see you again. You know, on the chat, there is a little heart at the very bottom corner, and when somebody just types something in, there's sometimes I can't see a word. Like, I can read, never thought to DIY them, use something. Oh, I'll bet it says card. Use cardstock or heavier paper. Right, yeah. Like, I have some vanilla cardstock that I like to use for that. So I have, I used to have a smaller, and I'm so sad that I don't have it anymore. But this is a 1/2 inch punch. And so I could even, like, probably do this. I could probably take my crocodile, which one is the smallest, and do a little hole punch with that, and then take this and do a punch. Where'd it go? Hello. Where'd you go? Okay, that's the first one. Oh, there it is, right there. So that doesn't look too great. So maybe take the bigger punch, this side, and then take this. Of course, if you've got smaller than, I think the one I had was maybe a 1/4 inch or a 1/3 inch. It was so small, I loved it. And I lost it when we moved from the brick and mortar house to the trailer. This one is not bad. That looks, you know, like what we might be used to seeing. Yeah, that actually looks pretty darn perfect. So if you were to do that on heavier paper, do I have any heavy paper? Ooh. Even just taking some, like, I have some heavy paper from a box that's in with my, it's from that corrugated stuff, so it's kind of heavy. So if you take something like this, where's the big one? That one's the big one. Punch that. Center that as best as you can. That is really kind of cool. I really like that. I might make several of those. And then if you use a brad, so I know I've got some brads in here. Okay. I know wrong. They're not in here. They're in here. So I'll take one of these Tim Holtz brads. And I'll put a little bit of glue on here. Wait a minute. I don't want glue on here. Not right yet, at least. Okay, I don't want that to be real tight. And then, where do I have some string? Here's some linen thread from Stampin' Up. So it's real thin. So then, now I'm going to go ahead and glue that, because I'm going to put the string underneath the brad, not underneath the talk about putting the cart before the horse kind of thing. My glue bottle's plugged up. Now we'll go ahead and unfortunately I have to waste stuff because I can't hold still enough to do sure thing stuff without having a lot to work with. Okay, now I've got that tied onto there. I love this linen thread from Stampin' Up. I also have some hemp thread. Let me show that to you. I have this hemp thread that is real similar, and I bought this from Juanette at Crafting Corner. I love it. Okay, so then if we had like if this was an envelope, then we would have another one of these, but it wouldn't have, it might not have a brad. So, let's see, it would be something like this, and it would be thicker, and then this would come up, so you would just glue just a little tiny bit, and then I might even go ahead and put a brad in, have a second brad to twist around. But I hope that gives you an idea. But anyways, security closure is probably what you're going to want to be looking for. Okay. All right, so this is done, and I showed you a little demo, which actually had me put together another tag, so that's good. And I think that was a good session for today. I just can't hardly go under an hour anymore, but I'm just not a fast crafter. So before I go though, I do want to mention that I worked really hard yesterday on trying to figure out how to do a live craft session. I've done one with Lindy on Friday night, and I can't remember her last name right now, Lindy and Sean, and on Friday night, and they're back east, so it's 6 o'clock Mountain Time that it starts. But I don't want to really do crafting sessions on Friday night for me. I don't know. And I'm not sure I even like the idea, if I'm to help other people, of doing it every Friday night, because, you know, or every Wednesday night or something like that. Because if you don't switch it up, then sometimes that makes it difficult for other people to be able to participate. So if I did it, it wouldn't really be regular, because I don't have a regular schedule that I could stick to. And so I tried really hard to learn how to do Zoom meetings and stream them live to YouTube, which I can do all of that. I know how to do all that. I know how to send somebody like you, Diane, an invite so you can join the meeting. But what I was trying to figure out is, I figured out how I could use my phone up there that I'm using right now to show my desktop. But the part that I can't figure out is how to tell other people who may need some help with technology how to use their phone so that they can show their desktop. And there would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different people on the screen on the live YouTube stream crafting like I just did tonight. And you can talk to each other. The chat room is open, so people who come to visit, while say me and Diane and Theresa, I think Theresa left. Yeah, she left. But like Carrie was here, Theresa was here, Diane's here now, I think still. And say all 4 of us wanted to craft on YouTube instead of just seeing my desk. Yeah, but I've been working on learning how to do it. And so if I can figure out how to tell other people, and I've got an idea, is that you just put Zoom on your phone. And so I would send you the link, and you would click on the link on your phone, and then you would join the meeting, and you would put your phone in a mount, like I have 2 mounts. I have an Archon mount that I use every time I do a video, and then I have this little mount for when I'm traveling and I don't have my Archon mount set up. So this is just like a selfie stick, and I don't know if I can show it, but it just stretches out like that, and then this will go down like that, and then I place my phone like that in there, and then it will show my desk. So like I would email somebody a link, they would go to their email and they would click on the link and they would join the Zoom meeting. And so then they would put their phone in a mount or webcam if you're using a webcam, and then you'd be able to see your desk. Like for instance, let me put the camera on. Oh well, it's not going to work right now. Oh, it's got the password and everything. So, but anyways, something like that. I'm still working it out. I want to put together some instructions how to do it, and one of these days maybe we can craft together on a live stream on YouTube. So the people who are in the Zoom meeting can talk to each other, and the people who are in the chat that aren't in the Zoom meeting can hear you talk, and you can see them chat in the chat room, in the chat. It's not really a room. What do you know, the live chat. So, okay. Now that I've confused everybody. Exactly, Diane. So Zoom meeting, but instead of looking at faces, you look at desktops. And for those people who might, for lack of better words, be a little clumsy with joining the Zoom meeting and getting the camera set up to show their desktop, excuse me, you might see their face for a couple minutes, but that's okay, you know. We're going to be very open-minded about this. So I will keep you in the loop, and I'll keep working on this and see if we can get something figured out. If you're interested and you know how to message me on Messenger, feel free to message me your email so I can put you on a list and keep in touch with you about what the progress is on this. Sorry, I've got a I haven't had a tickly throat for a long time during a video, but tonight it's got me. All right. That's all I've got for you tonight. Thanks for joining me. It was great to talk to you again, Diane. Thanks to you, those folks that are just hanging out watching me. Please. It's actually called a selfie stick. If you Google selfie stick, you can find them for like, I don't know, $12 on Amazon, I think. But please hit that like button for me. And selfie stick, yep. Tripod, camera tripod is another keyword that you can search for. So you all take care, and I'll see you again in the next video. Goodbye.